When we look back at history, we see that there are bad seasons that came amongst the nations, but we also see there was good times happening at the very same time. Moves of God happening simultaneously. Think about this. Do we have distorted views of how things have to be when God's going to move on this earth? Well, we're going to take a good look at this in this particular segment. It's going to bless you because the times that you think it has to happen for it to take place is totally different than what you think. Check it out. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFN TV. The dragon comes from, Revelation says the dragon comes from the earth. And so you think about it, 3 dragons are over America right now. Turkey is basically going back. Their president is going back to an Islamic nation. We've provided them with the Iron Curtain and all these different things. Pat Robinson reported on the news, says, we know about, with CBN News, we know about, Russia, and we know about Persia, which is Iran and Russia, but we don't really know who Gomer is. And Gomer's pretty much very well could be Turkey. Mm-hmm. And everything's coming together right now. But why did we prop up Turkey? Why did we give such props to Turkey when this offshoot of the Muslim Brotherhood is taking over now? The reports are in Turkey. Mm-hmm. Just because it's not called the Muslim Brotherhood, that's what's coming in. Remember, they replaced all their generals because every time they would rise up to try to change the constitution back from a secular government to go Islamic, the military generals. We've got a whole segment on this. You can hear it, but the generals would rise up and they would defend their constitution from enemies, foreign and domestic. So they would stop people from trying to come against the constitution. Right. Well, this particular president of Turkey removed all the reports are he removed all those generals. I believe he even locked them up. I mean, you could be locked up in a palace, but he definitely removed them and put his people in place, just setting things up. It's one thing about the devil. Is he's a lot more patient than God's people are. He'll work 100-year plan, and because it's such a long plan, God's people tend to forget, and get lost in the blessing, and I know that's not moving, so I just want to check on that.
I'll fix it.
Okay, thank you. Well, this is amazing how God's stretching this time.
Yeah,
and
got about a minute.
Okay, thank you. And but think about it. All this is going at the same time, and Chuck Pierce is the one that gets this word about these 3 dragons. So understand, based on my understanding, and we all know in part and prophesy in part, but you can just study those that have gone before you, and that's what he says in Hebrews: imitate those that have gone before you, and you can borrow wisdom and experience, especially if you're rightly related to those that have gone before you, instead of just trying to break off and do your own thing. Just glean, and the one thing that would always happen, it would be the bad times would be going on, but at the same time, there would be a move of God paralleling that. I mean, look what was going on during the time when Paul's ministry was going on. Roman oppression, all the Ottoman Empire was doing all of its stuff, and you had all the things I was talking about in India going on, where they're coming in trying to take over India, the silk trade and the different things going on. It was not everybody, America, we have this mindset, and we're going to break. America, we have this mindset as American Christians that it's got to be, the weather's got to be sunny, got to have some change in the account, food in the pantry, got to have name brand clothes on, and a new car, and a decent house, if it's God. Now, if none of this stuff's lined up, if those stars in your life are not lined up, then this is not God.
That's right.
That's a lie. The truth is, it's going to be ever how God wants it to be able to win mankind to himself. And he says, if my people who are called by my name, what he says before that, though, he says, I'm going to send storms on the earth to be able to turn my people back to me. And so the thing is, the storm could be a good thing that brings God's people back to him. As I said yesterday, we got to be ready to respond to this. Do you have anything to tell them when they say, how do I find Jesus? Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFN TV. A lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org. I'm your host, Greg Lancaster, and we're so glad that you've joined us. Don't forget you can join us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download our app and sign up for our newsletter, The Torch, at vfntv.com. I've enjoyed our time together. God bless.